Peace and blessings, people. Peace and blessings. Assalamu alaikum. Right back with another banger, dude. Right back with another banger. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe, man. This one hit home. This one hit close to home. You know. In town, Nashville, Tennessee. It's a growing city. I say at least about when the Predators went to the, what was that, the Stanley Cup, Nashville started to blow up. We had the NFL draft down here. You know, Tennessee in the whole, it's starting to be put on the map. You know, have various people like Dolly Parton, 8 Ball, MJG, Jason Whitlock. It's some icons that's in Tennessee. And there's also been some crazy Mickey Fickies in Tennessee. And we come to cook on this young man by the name of Zachary Davis. Oh, Zachary Davis. Every time I go to Rivergate, go past Rivergate and think of Hendersonville, I'm going to think of this guy right here, man. Come to find out, man, this man here was doing some old woo-de-woo. Faking things and killing people. We're going to go off into, I got some interrogation and some interview video, audio coming. So we're going to cook on this, and I want to get y'all 2 cents when I throw my 2 cents up in that mug too. So like, share, and subscribe. Get your coffee together. Get your popcorn, like T.O. would say. Get your popcorn ready. Get your popcorn ready. And we'll have us a funky good time. So let us begin. Well, when you in class, you know, it's different type of individuals, man. You got your brainiacs. You got the ones that try to be cool, try to talk to the girls. You got the fast girls. You got the smart girls. And you always got that one individual that's just crazy than a Mickey Ficky. Just crazy. Zachary Davis, guess what? He was one of those students who was considered to be the weirdo in the class. But you probably won't ever heard about this weirdo student killing his own mother with a sledgehammer and then trying to set his home on fire. Lord. So let's go ahead and get some of this interrogation interview. Copyright disclaimer. Make sure you subscribe to Explore with Us. I believe they have Crime channel too. Crime is that real content because it never gets old because it's something different every day. And I am not doing this for notoriety purposes. But first, I want to give my condolences, get on my prayer mat for the victims of this crazy crime, and for the family that can have ease heart. You know, because this is a troubling time, and then, you know, they putting stuff out here and people put it on the internet, you know. People really don't read articles. They want to see them. I see a lot of people getting old school articles and bringing them to life by audio. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and get some of this interrogation going, and I'm going to give my 2 cents.
Zach Davis. He's just been brought for questioning after a fire was discovered at his house. Initially, the idea to be nothing more than...
Let me...
Your device is disconnected.
I don't like how that sound. We're going to do that again.
Your device is connected.
It's rock and roll.
And that is, until a body was discovered inside.
Let's start this over. Sorry about that technical difficulties. Let's get with it. Let's get with it. Here we go.
This is 15-year-old Zachary Davis. He's just been brought in for questioning after a fire was discovered at his house. Initially, the tragedy appeared to be nothing more than an unfortunate accident. That is, until a body was discovered inside the home. Even more horrifying was the fact that the victim, Zachary's mother, hadn't been killed by the flames, but by a sledgehammer before the fire was even started. In about 3 seconds, you'll see Zachary crack, but not in the way anyone expected.
It looks kind of evil when you do that, I'm going to have to say. I think you know who you're doing it.
In this never-before-seen interrogation footage, Zachary is brutally honest as he details his crime, and yet his astonishing motive leaves investigators wondering how much of this chilling tale is the result of a disturbed mind.
I respect detectives and police who be doing interrogation, because there's some crazy motherfuckers out there, man. And they motives just be on feelings and emotions. Yes, man, there's some crazy fucks out there, man. And I know the origin of the police. It was catch runaway slaves. I understand that. But today, I won't want y'all motherfucking job. Fuck that. Y'all got too much shit going against y'all, boy. Y'all don't get paid worth shit. But I see that these detectives, man, I see why they strive so hard to make detective and showing their skills, their street skills, and their IQ skills as far as crime. Man, they mind be on it, catching them in lies and all that, man. But they got to deal with some real psychotic Mickey Figures. Real crazy.
How much of this chilling tale is the result of a disturbed mind or a series of cleverly concocted lies? In the early hours of August 10th, 2012, emergency services were called to a house fire in Hendersonville, Tennessee.
Hendersonville, Tennessee. Right down the street from Rivergate. Right down the street from Rivergate. If it ain't Rivergate.
Inside the burning home, firefighters discovered the body of Melanie Davis lying on her bed, covered in blood and brutally disfigured. The single mom of 2 teenage boys worked as a paralegal and trained as a triathlete. Outside the home, one of her sons, 17-year-old Joshua Davis, waited with the police. But his younger brother, Zachary, was nowhere to be found. 4 hours later, and around 5 miles from the home, police spotted 15-year-old Zachary Davis as he walked alone down a road, attempting to leave town. He was subsequently
attempting to leave town. He was just gonna walk away. He was gonna walk, boy, you can't make this up. Can't make this up.
Been brought to the Summer Country Sheriff's Office for questioning. His interview is just the beginning of a truly disturbing case, filled with shocking allegations and a series of twisted lies.
This motherfucker look crazy, man. Crazy. Sometimes you just leave people alone. He's one of them.
This is the sheriff's office, and what we'd like to do is talk to you about there's always something happened at your house, and that's what we come on and talk to you about your house. Probably seen some cop shows and stuff, right? You've seen police shows and things like that. You do have rights and stuff, and so before asking questions, you must understand your rights.
These damn commercials.
So before asking questions, you must understand your rights. You want to go ahead and talk to us about what happened tonight? Yeah, sure. Okay. If you do, just Zach, what I want to do is make sure you understand that this is a waiver, right? Saying you're waiving your rights. So I'd like to do is make sure you can read and write, if you would read.
That's one thing I learned about that, Miranda rights, boy. You got to wave the mug. You won't talk, you don't want to talk. Go get your lawyer. Go get your lawyer, homie. That's why I say, man, as you fighting for your family, defending something, man, the left way of living is done. Trying to steal and trying to, get over on somebody, do some crime and shit. And It's too much technology out there. I'm spooked. I like to go to work and make my money and have my activity when I get out. I ain't trying to be on the run and all that. That shit is for the birds. Being locked up and being told what to do. Being told what to do at the job is enough. You know what I'm saying?
Last paragraph out loud. I've read this statement of my rights and understand what my rights are.
With his confirmation that he's waiving his rights, the interview gets underway.
Here you go.
You never been in trouble, have you? No, sir. So, no trouble in school, nothing like that? No, sir.
One of the obvious unusual characteristics about Zachary is his lack of expression of emotion or emotional detachment.
Yes, it's just like this. Yes, it's just like this. Yes, I am the man that hit the woman with the sledgehammer. I have no emotion.
Monotone voice and flat facial expression are indications of a person who is either guarded and is consciously avoiding any show of emotion, or a person who struggles to express emotion because of some other issue, such as a psychotic disorder like schizophrenia, or a developmental disorder like autism spectrum disorder. Though he doesn't offer up a lot of information himself, the investigators have researched Zachary's family and began asking him about his past to get him comfortable with talking to them.
I understand that your father had passed away. Yes, sir. How did he pass away? He died from Garrett's disease. Pretty rough on you, wasn't it? Yes, sir. Didn't bother you? Yes, sir. I was told that it bothered you. That you were upset about your dad. Is that not true? Yes, sir. So it is true? Yes, sir. Okay.
In 2007, the Davis family faced their first tragedy, but certainly not their last. The two boys lost their father, Chris, to amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, also known as ALS.
Yeah, when a man loses his teacher and guide, he can go down on the road of turbulence, and it can be kind of catastrophic. And you can make bad decisions with that turbulent road, and you see what it done. Do you see what it done?
Lou Gehrig's disease. Losing a parent is traumatic for any child, but despite his denials, his father's death impacted Zachary even more severely than most, and with consequences that would unfold years later. According to family, Zachary was already a quiet kid, but at only 9 years old when his father died, he became even more withdrawn. Following the tragedy, the family, now just Melanie and her 2 sons, moved to Sumner County, and though this was meant to be a fresh start, things would only get worse for them once there. At 11, Zachary began to display strange behavior, though it isn't clear exactly what, but Melanie grew concerned enough to seek medical help for her son.
Have you ever had to see a doctor for anything as far as having problems with thinking about things or anything? I saw a therapist shortly after. That wasn't a very long connection of time. What was that about? Who wanted to see a therapist? My mother. She did. Okay, so there was just a couple times while you saw him. How long ago was that?
This nigga move like a rock star.
What were the reasons that your mama wanted you to go there? She never told me.
Boy, he said, what was the reason why your mama wanted you to go to therapy? He hollered, she never told me. She never told me. This motherfucker here finna make me smoke. He finna make me smoke. He finna make me smoke. Hold on. Boy, I don't know what's crazy. Kevin Durant going to the Suns and this shit right here. Lord have mercy.
But that was just the beginning. He also told doctors that he was hearing voices, including the voice of his deceased father, and he was soon diagnosed with psychosis. However, at some point, his mother stopped his mental health treatment, but it's unknown exactly why. While psychosis itself is not a clinical disorder, it is a symptom that is often associated with schizophrenia. Onset of schizophrenia in children is very rare, but still possible. Other causes of hearing voices during childhood could include depression, an anxiety disorder, and/or experiencing a traumatic event, such as the death of a parent. Despite
That'll do it. That'll do it. I don't know how I came out how I did. Well, like I said, I lost my mom at 13. She had an aneurysm. Ever since that day, my shit has not been the same. I mean, I don't look at life the same. I'm not a materialistic person. Now, I like my electronic and gadgets before I like cars, clothes, and all that. It doesn't matter to me, man. I'm not for the world. I'm not for the world to love me. I love the opposition, actually. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't supposed to go along to get along. None of that. But when you go through challenging times like that, you just got to be strong, man. You got to be mental strong. Had this guy at my job, young cat. And just because he felt abandonment coming up as a youth. I mean, he tried to kill himself so many times. He had cuts on him and all that. But it was like, dude, I know you didn't ask to be here, man, but this is border life to neck. Come on now. Start your own thing up and don't be looking at the past. You gotta let that go. Let it go. Just let it go. Let it go.
Despite Zachary telling investigators he wasn't seeing anyone for help, the calendar on his phone showed that he had at least one meeting with the guidance counselor at his school, Ms. Higgs, indicating that perhaps someone realized something was wrong, though no one could have guessed the true extent of just how disturbed he was.
Something went on at your house today, and I just kind of like you to kind of tell us what happened. I killed my mom in her sleep on the selection.
Oh, oh, did you hear that? Once again.
Just kind of tell us what happened. I killed my mom in her sleep on the selection.
He killed his mama with a sledgehammer.
Is there a reason why you did that? Yes. Well, can you tell me why? No, sure. You can't tell me why?
Now he said, yeah. Then he holler out, no, sir, I can't tell you why. Motherfucker, you crazy. You crazy as shit. You just wanted attention, man. Listen here, man. I know some people might have some mental problems, man, but some people, you can't tell people what's in their heart and their mind. You don't know their desires. You don't know the devil within.
Sure. Is it a reason you don't know why you did it, or you just don't want to tell? I do know why I did it. Okay. You do know why he did it.
He do know why he did. He just rather won't tell. See what I'm talking about? You wicked devil. You devil, you.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Did you set the house on fire too? I tried to. I don't know. Actually, got the whole house on fire now. Oh, okay. Yeah, it did down in a little bit, I think, but not bad. Have you been having problems with your mom? Not sure.
No.
Unlike most crimes, it's all too clear that Zachary is the killer. But though he states freely that he killed his mother, this story will change eventually. Hauntingly, recovered text messages between Zachary and his mom seem to indicate that they had a seemingly ordinary, even loving relationship. In one, Zachary wrote to his mother, "Sorry, I was asleep," with a heart emoji. Another, this one from Melanie to Zachary, reads, "Love you, tried to talk to you before we left, but your door was locked." Through these texts, the family appeared to be perfectly normal, but that couldn't be further from the truth.
We found a book on a notepad that was on it. It said some things in there. Is that notepad yours? We found it talks about your mom and about history. And that's what's so important about this. I mean, we want to understand what like I said, you don't have to tell us if you don't want to. I mean, but we want to understand, what happened. I mean, that's important. And I know it could be kind of scary to talk about, but would you feel more comfortable if you were just one person in the room?
I don't mind talking to people.
Okay.
He said, you don't mind telling two people.
And like I said, like I told you in your rights, you don't have to tell us if you don't want to. It's very important, though, that, something like this that happens, there's usually a reason for it. And, that's what we want to know, there's a reason. This is your time to tell us, why that happened,
I'd rather not say.
Okay.
The text messages from the day before he killed his mom showed them planning to go to a movie. Melanie first wrote, "Hey, sweetie, I just took Josh to the orthodontist. We'll be back hopefully soon." Then later, "We can see Born or Campaign today. I want to see both." And, "Sounds good. Josh is back in, but we may need to pick him up at Ryan's house." The last message she sent before her death was to Zachary and reads only, "Okay," with a heart. It's eerily clear that Melanie had no idea what Zachary was planning, or that she would meet such a horrific end just hours after attending a movie with her two sons. Zachary's brother Josh has also been brought to the police station to speak with police. He was asked to recount his day before the fire was set. He told them that he had gone to the orthodontist with his mother before returning home. His answer also reveals a bit about his relationship with his brother.
What's Zach doing when you get home?
I think she's playing Xbox. We kind of keep to ourselves, I guess.
Okay, so you and Zach don't have a good relationship?
Well, no, we do. It's just like, I don't know, like he just kind of, stays to himself. He's kind of a quiet
Introvert.
person, I guess.
Have you been having any problems? I mean,
He's always been kind of like quiet, I guess odd.
Wow, man. That's a hard hitter. That's a hard hitter, man. And people to themselves, man. It's just always good to see how people doing, man. And, not being so mean to people and talking to people, Just let people let off some steam, Sad, man.
Josh seems hesitant to talk about his brother, and although he's giving limited information, the descriptive words such as quiet and odd may indicate that Zachary was showing signs of mental health issues. What's also strange here is Josh's apparent lack of visible concern, given what just happened to his mother. The average son or family member would be hysterical and wondering, or at least theorizing, about what could have prompted Zachary to commit such a horrific act. However, there's a chance he's in shock, as this all just occurred a few hours earlier.
What kind of person is your brother? You're typical male teenager. Typical male teenager. You two get along pretty good? Sometimes.
Despite this claim, texts between the brothers show that they messaged fairly often, talking about how their school year was delayed, video games, and how Zachary wanted to spend his birthday alone, with Josh writing to him, "If you don't want Ryan to come over, I can tell him not to. I want you to have your birthday the way you want it, and I especially want you to be happy on your birthday." In one more recent message, Josh even apologizes for arguing with Zachary. The brothers often used heart emojis in their messages, frequently saying "I love you" to each other. From the outside, it's difficult to imagine such a horrific tragedy occurring in this family, but only because Zachary has yet to reveal his motive to investigators.
When you talk to people on the phone, who do you talk to? I mean, do you have friends you chat with or anything like that?
I usually only talk to my mother and my brother and my home.
So you don't have any friends other than your mother and your brother that you talk to?
No, sir.
Zachary may not have had many friends outside of his family, but a note in his phone indicated that there was a teacher who he was close to. The note reads, "Thursday, March 29th, 2012. I saw Mr. Voss at school today. From the way he looked at me, I could tell he hated me. I didn't know what to say to him, so I just kept walking. I really hope I can repair our friendship before I leave Tennessee. He's the only person I've met that has sincerely cared about me. Hell, he's like a father to me. I don't know what I did to cause this, but I hope it can be forgiven. Mr. Voss is also the only true friend I've ever had. This note depicts a very different person from the emotionally detached teen we're seeing in this interrogation. His note shows indications of emotion, of caring what another person thinks of him, and of caring about another person, his teacher. The note indicates that Zachary may be lonely, and that he may not be able to connect with kids his age if he names a teacher as his friend. In his interview, Josh tells the detectives that when the movie ended around 8 p.m., the family went directly home.
You didn't see anything tonight that was any different than the way he normally acts?
I mean, no.
It's surprising that Zachary was not either acting differently from his typical behavior just prior to murdering his mother, or at least showing a change in his behavior recently. The level of aggression that he inflicted on his mother when he killed her, and the simple fact that he went through with murdering her, are behaviors that occur when a person has snapped, or has reached an emotional breakdown. Josh then recounts going into his mother's room to talk to her just a few hours before Zachary killed her.
I went and talked to my mom for a little while. And
Boy, when y'all think y'all got problems at home, boy, these folks got some problems, don't they? God damn, man. Hey, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe, man. Whoa, this is like a freaking roller coaster, man. I'm up here listening more. I'm giving my 2 cents because it's like, man, this is some crazy stuff. You don't know if the brother got something to do with this or what? I mean, goodness. First Kevin Durant get traded. Now this right here, boy. Lord have mercy.
You know about what time that was?
that was right around 9, probably. That was right when I said good night. And she went to sleep, and then I went upstairs and was in my room.
So you talked to her for a few minutes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
She was working out when I went in there, so I worked out with her for a minute.
What was she doing when you said she was working out? What was she working out?
Like, doing stuff.
Despite describing what were his last moments with his mother, Josh still shows very little, if any, emotion.
When you get home and your mom goes to bed at 9, where are you and what are you doing in the house? Are you in the house?
I was already planning everything.
He said he was in the room planning everything.
The room where the fire was started.
The room where the fire was started.
Room where the fire was started.
We call it game room.
Game room?
Call it the
So
game.
you're in the game room planning everything.
Yes, sir.
All right. And how long does it take you to plan that?
Probably a few minutes.
Probably a few
Wait
minutes.
for several hours to make sure everybody in the house was asleep.
How do you make sure
Shut the
they were
alarms, make sure
asleep?
everybody was asleep.
I just waited and checked on them.
Just checked on them, opened the door and looked at them.
Yes, sir. I killed her at around 11 p.m.
He said he killed at 11 p.m. He
And
did.
I think she went to sleep at around 9
She went to
o'clock.
bed at 9.
Okay.
This nigga crazy.
When you killed her, what about your brother lives there with you too, right? That's the only person lives with you?
Yes, sir.
Did you do anything to him?
No, sir. I was not expecting the fire to kill him.
Oh, you were? Okay.
He was expecting for the fire to kill him. Ooh, hey. We're gonna stop on that note right there. We're gonna stop on that note right there. He said he was expecting for the fire to kill him. I'm trying to find some more information on this, man. This is crazy. I mean, y'all really need to count your blessings out there, man. Y'all don't know how good you got it. You don't know how good you got it, man. Zachary Davis is fucked up. And saying he used to hear voices of his father. You know, stuff like that. They use that as the crutch. Yeah, the mom, like I said, the mom was a paralegal and everything. These boys had everything they damn it wanted. But let's go to the movie night. I'm going to read the article where they started and went to the movie. Zachary, his mother, and 16-year-old brother, Josh, went to the movie together. And they returned, packed several items into the backpack and satchel, including clothing, notebooks, toothbrush, gloves, a ski mask, and claw hammer on the outside. It could be have seen as though Zachary was going to run away from home. But on the inside, something far more sinister was at play. Melanie went to bed at 9 p.m. When she was asleep, Zachary retrieved a sledgehammer from the basement and entered his mother's room. He beat her down. Beat her down with the hammer, man, to her death and struck nearly 20 times. 20 times. Why? Then drenched her blood. Zachary closed her door, went to the family game room and drenched that in whiskey and gasoline before settling the flame. Oh, God. He shut the door and fled the house. He intended to kill his brother Josh in the fire, but because he closed the door to the game room, the fire did not spread immediately, and the older brother was consequently woken by the fire alarm. When he went outside to retrieve his mother, he found her at a bloody mess. Josh escaped the fire to the neighbor's house. Zach was found by authorities about 10 miles from his home. He told authorities, "I didn't feel anything when I killed her." Oh, man. In a videotape confession presented by evidence to the court, Zachary Davis chillingly explained how he disembodied voice of his father told him to kill his mother. And when asked by detectives in his confession if he would go back in time, would he still carry on the attack? Zach said that I would probably kill Josh with a sledgehammer too. Woo, this nigga here is crazy. Defense attorney Randy Lucas asked during the trial, did he tell you to do anything specific to your mother? Zach said no and showed no remorse when investigators presented him with the pictures of the mother's bloody, soaked body. In fact, he never showed any remorse at all. He said he chose a sledgehammer as a murder weapon because I was worried that I'd miss him. And that's the tool aid in giving him the highest chance of killing her. At the trial, the jury was also presented with Zachary's interview with the television personality Dr. Phil McGraw. That's crazy, dog pound. McGraw asked, why did you kill her? And Zach said that she was taking care of my family. She wasn't taking care of my family. He laughed when he described how large and heavy the murder weapon was. He also laughed when he described the sound that the sledgehammer made when it connected with his mother's head. It was a wet thumping sound. You know what? Yeah, they ain't cut this motherfucker head off, man. He done pissed me off. Pissed me off. Sorry, family members. I'm sorry, but dude deserved death like a motherfucker. He don't deserve to sit there. He need to get beat his damn self. But this is your boy, man. I hope you liked the little video with the little audio, man. But this is crazy as hell. Zachary Davis, he's a sorry piece of shit. Peace.
You don't like me because I met the one who would consume you with the spirit of his mouth on the brightness of his coming. I don't represent God will come. Hell no. When you see a black man, listen to me good, Listen, listen. When you see a black man stand up in the most powerful government on earth and speak as I speak, and walk as I walk, and live as I live, and don't care nothing about that enemy, then you ought to know God is not to come. God is already present. He's here. He's in the world. That's the good news. That's the glad tidings.